Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again, and we are rehashing some old news from way back in the day. Y'all remember the Game Awards, right? Y'all might be wondering why there's a kind of viral post recounting how the Game Awards were brigaded by Hoyoshills, who are mass submitting votes against Wuthering Waves. Yeah, spent over an hour making 50 plus emails on different devices, but I did it. Let's get Genshin these votes and make sure they beat Hua. They lost, which is embarrassing, especially after this was publicly posted, right? And so you might be wondering, why is this post over here? And that's why this video is being made today, because one thing that I found to be very funny on my Twitter page at the very least, right, is finding one of these highly sort of like hyped up quote retweets and then just going through the journey, because this is the tweet that this is in response to, like this one. So fan voting can be dismissed entirely because it can be manipulated. Like player's choice. But this is quote retweeting something else. And I was just like, okay, well, I'll click into it so I can find out now. So fan voting can be dismissed because it can be manipulated, like player's choice. And then we got another quote retweet of a video. So let's see what's going on in the video. All right. So like what I see over here is like this bitch is putting up like red stickers, and then yeah, no, this bitch is just putting on like hella red stickers, and it looks like there's a bunch of other gays with red stickers too. And so you might be wondering, all right, why is all these motherfuckers doing this? Why are they putting up stickers and stuff like that? That didn't explain a lot to me. Plus it was in Chinese. No words were actually said, but it's still Chinese, so I don't understand it. So let's read this post over here and you know that the video is attached to. I need you guys to stop treating that board like it's supreme when a single player can put red, or person can put red multiple times. Okay, why are they putting red, and like what is this board? I've never seen Genshin being so loved now. What changed? And you're noticing, right, the number of views and the engagement with each quote seems to be going higher and higher. And the anticipation is building, is it not? You still don't know what the fuck it is. And now here we go. I've never seen Genshin now it's another fucking quote retweet, Bo. So now let's watch another video. Modern media is crazy, isn't it? Modern engagement is crazy, isn't it? Okay. All right. So it looks like a bunch of different gacha games and red dots everywhere. All right. So I guess what they're trying to say is that the game with the most red dots means it's the most popular. And then the black one is lads. I don't know. Is that like a hazmat suit or something? Did they like, that's probably like a filter. So that's them showing off that Genshin Impact, ladies and gentlemen, is like the most loved game. So now let's check this out over here, the original post, because guys, that's where this all came from. It's like a Russian doll, bro. This is the OG Russian doll. Demon warding talismans. Oh, I see. Okay, now I've seen those before. The origin of this entire situation is this. Genshin Impact players pretending that their game is better than every other mobile game on the market via a public rating system where Chinese people stick red stickers onto games. And so, there's a video of Genshin with the most red stickers out of all the games, and basically, Hoyoshills have decided to use that as some sort of, like, outlet to imply that Genshin is in the best space it's ever been. They've also decided to use it to take shots over at Wuthering Waves. But then we get the proof from the Wuthering Waves community. Now it was just one unemployed motherfucker spending their entire afternoon putting stickers on it themselves. They're bragging about not having anything to do. Basically, this is the Genshin Impact community bragging that somebody was so unemployed, so jobless, so bereft of anything productive to do in their fucking life that they spent a significant amount of time, bro, a significant amount of time placing stickers one by one, this many times to make this heart so that somebody could pretend online that Genshin Impact was popular. They wasted so much of their lives so that somebody could make a post pretending Genshin Impact was popular. And they're bragging about it. Like they accomplished something. Like they did something impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hoyoverse fanbase. The same fanbase that sends death threats and doxes individuals that critique the game They're also the same fan base that brags about wasting their own time to millions of people, not realizing that instead of a flex, this shit is fucking embarrassing. And there's this many people that like somebody wasting this much of their fucking time to spread a false narrative about a game. That's how far they're taking tribalism. One deranged fucking person. And apparently, I've gotten, like, proof of, like, other shit or stuff as well. So, yeah, guys, this is kind of like... Sorry, let me just get a second to recheck. Let me just get a second to reset. I was, like, looking at a DM real quick. This is doubly as embarrassing for another reason. What other game do you see doing this? What other game do you see doing this? Absolutely nobody else. Is that actually real? Like, is that actually like a real thing? Like, is that not like a filter? Oh, okay, if that's real, then they're fucking crazy too. But they got a reason to do it because they're getting investigated by the fucking CCP, bro. They're getting investigated by the CCP and everyone's scared that the game is gonna die. Or that the game is gonna get, like, what's it called? That the game is gonna get, like, taken off air. So that makes sense. But there's obviously no other game in the gacha space at all that's even, like, approaching this level of insanity. But these guys are wearing it as a badge of fucking pride. And I think that's where Hoyoverse truly does stand out. This community celebrates mental illness. This community celebrates people going out and doing weird-ass fucking shit in weird-ass fucking ways to spread weird-ass narratives. They celebrate it, they congratulate it, and they want people to keep doing more. And I'm just gonna be honest, guys. It's getting kind of pathetic, isn't it? But it is also getting a little bit desperate. Because I think one thing about Genshin Impact is that it's always felt very stable, right? It's always been kind of like known as the biggest game. It's kind of always been known as like the game that's always going to be there, right? It's like, imagine Walmart going out of business in America. You couldn't, right? You'd be like, wait, Walmart or McDonald's went out of business? No, Americans are fat. They love hamburgers. There's no way McDonald's is going to go out of business. And it's the same thought with Genshin, right? No, gacha players are retarded. There's always going to be Genshin Impact players. But the fact that they're reaching this level of, like, desperation, and of course, right? This is like you looking at a view-botted stream and then saying, wow, Hassan is doing really well. Wow. AKE, guys. These are legitimate viewers. Man, AKE's on the comeback, boys. Yeah, AK's on the comeback, boys. Man, yeah, no, this stream that's been live for 33 hours, bro. No, these guys are legit. Holy fuck, man. The AK's got some new CCs, guys. No, these are just viewbotters, bro, that are in the category. Why would you pretend that they're, like, legitimate CCs? Why would you pretend that these are, like, real content creators or like real streamers and stuff, right? When it's just gameplay for 33 hours that looks like it could have just been taken from a YouTube VOD where the guy has to confirm that this is live and not just a pre-recorded stream. Guys, I think this is pre-recorded. He literally put this is live in the top left corner because people are going to think it's pre-recorded and they just got view bots watching it. That's the AKE category. For me to say that this is real, that these are legitimate viewers, right? That this isn't fake. Bro, that's crazy, isn't it? But that's what these Genshin Impact players are doing. They're looking at the most retarded fucking comparison ever, where it's so fucking obvious, right? It's so goddamn fucking obvious, bro, that this is like the equivalent of botting, because this motherfucker over here is seen like placing 69 million of them, and they're celebrating it. Guys, make sure your volume is 1% or higher to count as viewers in the stream if you're lurking. Oh, yeah, okay, viewbotters. Guys, it's desperate, isn't it? And this type of behavior, where you just kind of like deny reality and like actively like gaslight what's being seen in front of you. It's like, the way that I would describe this is like you being gaslit by what's in the video. You watch the video, and then what's in here is like the exact opposite of what's going on. But that's like what's happening over here. This isn't Genshin being loved, bro. This is Genshin pretending to be loved. Because that's not real. It's obvious that's not fucking real. But then people are all pretending that it is. Just like whatever the fuck is going on this stream. Shit, bro, man. Hi, my friend, and good evening from me. Oh, God, bro. Oh, God, bro. But I guess that's the gacha space nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to give a quick update here, though, because it feels like this space has been degenerating. It feels like this space has been degenerating live, actively, over the past year. I'm just going to be honest, bro. And even the narrative, even the dialogue, even the stuff that gets viral feels like it's been degenerating too. And I feel like the fact that posts like this, garbage like this, is what people are rallying around now. Guys, it's just sad. It really does feel like an AKE player trying to legitimately tell you these are real views, that these guys aren't view botting, and that the game is back. It's like, bro, nobody believes you, but you keep trying to say that like stuff's like fixed or stuff's being saved or that stuff's really good. This is where we've gone, man. That's why the drama's worse. That's why views are down. That's why the videos are worse, bro. It just seems like everything's gotten worse. Even the drama. Because that's what we're talking about. This is the stuff that we're talking about now. This is the best that the Hoyoshills can come up with. I think they've given up. And this is basically the white flag. And guys, if you want just another example of how unemployed, how jobless, and how much that type of behavior gets celebrated in the Hoyoverse player base over in CN, here's some proof from actual CN players themselves. It's a well-known joke in China, more like hobby for unemployed Hoyoshills in China. It's a well-known hobby for unemployed, jobless freaks in China to either peel off black stickers or deliberately cover them with red ones. In this image from top to bottom, we can see Honkai Impact 3rd, Genshin Impact, and Star Rail. You can see traces of where stickers have been peeled off or covered up. So I guess black means you don't like the game, while red means you do like it. And basically, Hoyo players are on the record taking off their own black stickers, replacing them with red ones, and then adding black stickers onto other games. Spamming them. So yes, they'll brigade IRL. They brigade IRL, bro. If they're gonna brigade IRL, do you think that they're not gonna do it online? And again, they're celebrating this. Pathetic. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for an example of the types of dog shit drama that I'm talking about, why drama has gone so down, there are people trying to say that Kuro Games is plagiarizing other studios because Kuro is opening up their own anime studio. Guys, this is like saying a restaurant that serves hamburgers is plagiarizing a restaurant that makes burritos because they both make food and they're both created by a person. They're out here on the basis of a company making their own anime studio. They're copying another company because they have an anime studio. It doesn't matter that these guys are obviously making videos about fucking Arc Knights while the other person is going to be making videos about Wuthering Waves. Just like how one game is going to be, or one restaurant's making hamburgers and the other's making burritos. Bro, this is where they're trying to farm. This is where they're trying to make drama, bro. And this is the thing. Nobody even engages with this shit. This has 105k views, so a lot of people saw it, but it's at like this few likes and this little engagement because it's stupid. It makes no sense, but this is how desperate they are nowadays, bro. This is what they're trying to do to try to bring down Wuthering Waves. Not even the most rabid Hoyoshills are buying into this shit. They all think this is dumb as hell too. And that's the current discourse. In Wuthering Waves versus Genshin. That's the current discourse in the space, bro. This shit is just sad. But that's what happens when the gacha space degenerates. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.